What's up YouTube, it's Elijah Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K23 new gen center build video. And in today's video we are making the 7'3" Catfish toxic masher inside build. So we are taking the 7'3" toxic inside masher and we are able to shoot with this version of it. So this makes it an extremely crazy inside outside build, and you still get Hall of Fame Fast Twitch, Hall of Fame Rise Up, just to be able to shoot the floor. You still have great rebounding, blocking shots, athleticism, the whole works. Unfortunately, no pass accuracy once again, but if you are mindful of it, you can absolutely make it work. You just have to be very mindful of it. Don't throw too many crazy passes. Make sure the person you're passing to is wide open and you will be able to make it work. But let's just jump right into this video. So of course, the center position, so you want to make this a center. Handedness, you can pick right or left, it does not matter. Same with the jersey number, you can pick 83, 82, 1, 3, does not matter. So of course, this is a 7'3" build, so put that up to there, and you want to drop your weight all the way to 230 pounds. This is minimum weight, and this is the only way that you can get elite big man standing contact dunks. If you go 231 pounds, you lose that 75 vertical, and you need that 75 vertical to go with at least a 90 standing dunk in order to get elite big man contact dunks. And of course, wingspan, max that out. The longer the wingspan on a center, the better for sure. Body shape, you can pick whatever you want. If you want to go built and be a thick boy, or if you want to go slight and be a skinny boy, that's totally up to you. You can pick whatever you want. But as you can see, my guy looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they just released his skyhook animation. So I was 7'3", I had a 96 close shot. I was like, I kind of want to try this out, so I made him look like Kareem, a modern day Kareem that can shoot threes and still skyhook. So click continue. So like I said, you will get Hall of Fame Fast Twitch on this, so go up to a 96 close shot. Hall of Fame Fast Twitch is extremely useful for center builds. It is really nice. You can definitely tell the difference. As soon as you come down with a rebound or grab a pass, you go immediately back up with it. It makes it so the defense, they don't have very much time to react and press triangle to try and block it. So it really makes it harder to block your shots with that Hall of Fame Fast Twitch. And especially at 7'3", it's even harder to stop. Driving layup, you're gonna max that out to a 77, so that will get us silver acrobat, which was nice too. Helps you with Euro steps, hop steps, everything like that. And of course, if you get cut out of a dunk animation, this badge will kick in, allow you to finish some crazy jellies or double clutch layups. Driving dunk, max that out to an 80 as well too. It is pretty crazy. With the doubled up slashing takeover and juice perk, you get plus 21 to your close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk. So you don't actually get any driving contact dunk packages with the 80 driving dunk rating. But if you go and look at the elite big man contact dunk packages and the pro contact dunk package, there is some driving contact dunks in there, but you can only get them in slashing takeover. If you try to do them when you're not in takeover, they won't work. So wait till you're in slashing takeover, drive to the rack. If somebody's standing underneath that, try the dunk meter, you might get a contact dunk animation. Even I pressed square one time and I got a windmill on somebody and knocked him over. Absolutely crazy. And standing dunk, you want to go up to a 98 so you can still get that Hall of Fame Rise Up. And once again, like I said, plus 21 doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk. So you're gonna get a 99 standing dunk, 99 driving dunk, 98 driving layup, and a 99 close shot at 7'3". So you have pretty much 99 finishing across the board, which is OP. Post control, you can leave that at a 66. Three-pointer up to a 77. So you will get a 77 three-pointer on this build. So you're still able to stretch the floor. And of course, you can get the silver catch and shoot badge this way. You only have 11 shooting point badge points. Make sure you put plus 5, so you get 16 badge points. So you are able to put on silver catch and shoot, which will make this build absolutely OP. So you have this crazy finishing inside, and you can still stretch the floor, sit in the corner, space the floor for your teammates, open things up for you. You start off the game hitting a 3, he's gonna have to come out and guard you. You can blow by him with your slashing takeover, dunk on everybody, hit him with the post hook, whatever it is. A great inside outside build. And our free throw up to a 69. Just the way the attribute points worked out, we were able to go up to a 69. You will be absolutely money. You'll probably shoot 85 to 90% with this. I like free throw 33, but you can use whatever's natural to you. Now, unfortunately, no pass accuracy once again, but like I said, you just have to be very mindful that you do not have any type of pass accuracy. I also find as your takeover meter goes up, or once you're in takeover, the passing is a lot better. So if you're at the start of the game, you come down with a rebound, you don't have any takeover in your meter, maybe pass it off to the person that's closest to you and wait until you get maybe half a meter or until you're in takeover or a full meter, and then you can start chucking those R1, L1 full court outlet passes. They actually have some speed on them and they are makeable. You can get some easy assists from it, and the gameplay that I will show you guys later later, I do get 7 assists with only 1 turnover. So you just have to be extremely mindful of it. Now in the half court, it is super slow, so you have to make sure that the person you're passing to is open. There aren't many defenders around that will be able to jump the pass. But again, I know this isn't for everybody. I know there's going to be comments about it, but you just have to adjust to it, get used to it, and you can make it work. But you will still have some turnovers. Don't worry about that. You still will throw the ball out of bounds and make some really crazy type of pass animations, but still everything else about this build super fun. So you want to max out the speed with ball, so that will bring it up to a 55, and that will also max out your ball handle at 49. Once again, doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk, plus 21 to your ball handle and speed with ball. So you're going to get a 70 ball handle and a 76 speed with ball at 7'3" in slashing takeover. So super fun. You can come down with the rebound, go coast to coast, still have a little bit of dribbling, get some steam, some momentum to the rim, use that dunk meter and dunk over everyone. In our interior defense, you want to go up to a 74 in this category. This will get you an extra defensive badge point, which is very valuable. You will still be able to protect the rim. As you've seen in the earlier mixtape, I got some pretty nasty swap blocks out of there. But of course, the more interior defense, the better. But I believe you can only get like a 77 or 78 interior defense max on this and still have slashing takeover. But just the way the build worked out, 74 was the sweet spot. Perimeter defense, unfortunately, we don't have any, and steal, you have to put it at 26 because it goes with the 74 interior defense. If you go 25 steal, then it brings down your interior defense to a 73. So compared to the other actual inside build, we had to sacrifice our perimeter defense and our steal in order to get shooting on this build. Now, if you want to pass accuracy, you could probably do the same thing, just take off the shooting, and you'd still have a great inside build with, of course, better passing. And a block up to a 93, of course. I love 93 block on this. Get that gold anchor so you can get your still nasty snatch, swap blocks, everything like that. Still protect the rim very well. And of course, you will get +7 to this in takeover. So in takeover, you will get a 99 block, and you can get up to an 81 interior defense. So you can still protect the rim extremely well. And our rebounding is still as well too. We can go up to a 77 offensive rebound. You actually can't go to a 78 offensive rebound, otherwise you lose the slashing takeover. But still, +7 to this as well. 84 offensive rebound in takeover. You can crash the net, get some crazy putback dunk animations as you've seen earlier as well, or box out, come down with nice rebounds, go back up with that amazing finishing that we have on this build. And of course, defensive rebound up to a 94, so we can get that Hall of Fame box out. We will only get a 70 strength on this, but once again, with the doubled up slashing takeover and juice perk, you can get up to a 95 strength. Hall of Fame box out, so we can keep the other centers behind us, keep them out of position for good rebounds. And of course, if a smaller defender or a build with no strength is on us, we can swim them, push them out of the way, and get easy offensive rebounds. Now for the speed, I actually only went up to a 55, so I sacrificed a little bit of speed and acceleration in order to be able to still have our good offensive defensive rebounding, interior defense, block, shooting, and of course, amazing finishing. And of course, once again, doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk, +21 to speed, acceleration, strength, and vertical. So you will get a 76 speed in takeover, and if you do your weekly workout boosts, +4 to that as well too, roughly. So you will still get a 80 speed in takeover at 7'3". So you can still move very well with this build. And our strength, like I said, you want to go up to a 70. So we did sacrifice a little bit on this category as well, but still, like I said, +21 to this and add 4 onto that with your workout boost, you can still get about a 95 strength in takeover. And you want to max out your vertical as well to 75, so you can get those elite big man contact dunk packages, which go extremely well with that slashing takeover. And of course, in takeover as well, a 99 vertical. You can jump out the gym, get crazy rebounds, dunk animations, block animations, all that fun stuff. And lastly, our stamina, you can put this all the way up to a 90, and that's going to bring us to a 99 overall on the Catfish 7'3" Toxic Inside Masher. So you can click continue. This will bring us to our takeovers, and we get slashing, sharpshooting, rim protecting, and glass cleaning. So 4 different options. So 4 different options to choose from. I highly recommend doubled up slashing takeover. As you heard me just explain, you get so many boosted categories with this slashing takeover and key categories as well. The speed getting boosted at 7'3" is extremely useful. Now for this build, I prefer finishing moves, so you can finish some crazy alley-oops, layups, dunks, anything like that at 7'3", especially. The stuff that you can finish is crazy. You can go with easy blow-bys. I know a lot of people prefer that. Definitely go with that if you want, but make sure that you double up whichever one you pick. So for the 7'0" build that I just dropped with Hall of Fame Quick First Step, it made sense to put on easy blow-bys to go with that Hall of Fame Quick First Step badge. But for this build, we don't have a Hall of Fame Quick First Step badge, so I think finishing moves is the optimal one for this build. And And as you see, I doubled it up. You get the doubling up message. If you go finishing moves and easy blow-bys, that disappears. So make sure you pick the same one. If you want to go easy blow-bys, double that up. Or if you want finishing moves, definitely go finishing moves like that. So we can click continue. Comparisons of Walker Kessler, Joel Embiid, and Ralph Sampson. So Walker Kessler was a great rim protector this year. Joel Embiid, of course, is the MVP. And Ralph Sampson was an absolute monster at 7'4". So some pretty great comparisons here. Once again, a glass cleaning finisher. The only build names that you seem to get with slashing takeover at 7'3" are a glass finisher or a rim protector. There's really not many options. I wish we did have a little bit more variety there, but they are pretty similar builds for sure. And of course, my guy looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We got the skyhook animation this season. I wanted to try some skyhook, so I made it look like Kareem. So you can kind of say it's like a modern day Kareem, because of course Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did not shoot 3-pointers, but on this build we can. And there are not many centers in the NBA today that aren't able to shoot threes. So there we have it, the 99 overall 7'3" Catfish Toxic Inside Masher. And next up, we're gonna take a look at the first attributes to upgrade and the badge setup for this build. So here is a screenshot of what I upgraded first on this build. I went to a 93 close shot, so we can get Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher off rip. And of course, we'll have Gold Fast Twitch as well. Maxed out my driving layup, maxed out the driving dunk, and I went to a 90 standing dunk, so we can get elite big man contact dunks off rip. And then moving to my shooting, I maxed out my 3-pointer, so we're able to stretch the floor well off rip, and a 60 free throw, so you can still hit your free throws if you get hacked underneath the rack. And then over to the defense, I went up to a 70 interior defense for now, which is almost maxed out. It'll be good enough for now while you have an 87 block with silver anchor. Probably the first things you want to increase maybe is your block once you get your next attribute upgrades, but of course you can also go through close shot or standing dunk, so you're able to get the Hall of Fame Fast Twitch and Hall of Fame Rise Up badges quicker. Then I went up to a 70 offensive rebound, so we can still get some offensive boards, and of course maxed out my defensive rebound, so we can get gold rebound chaser, Hall of Fame box out off rip as well too. Maxed out my speed, very important to have speed, of course, getting up and down the court. 70 strength as well, maxed that out. 75 vertical to go with that 90 standing dunk, and of course I maxed out my stamina at a 90. So all this will cost you 255k VC to get you to an 89 overall, but you'll be able to bring this thing into the wreck off rip, do some damage inside outside, play good defense, get rebounding, all the works. And next up, we are going to get into the badge setup. So for the badge setup on this build, if you look at the top right, I have 27, 17, and 26. Where in the builder, you have 26, 11, and 24. So this just shows you where I put my extra badge points. I ended up putting one extra badge point from this season onto Acrobat. I'll probably throw on another one so I can get Silver Acrobat, because once I'm able to core Hall of Fame Fast Twitch, I'm going to put on Hall of Fame Masher as well too. If you're 7 feet tall, I would not recommend Masher, but if you're 7'3", I would recommend Masher. You might get matched up against another 7'3" and it negates it, or a 7'2", but even against 7'0s, this badge does kick in. But especially if you're up against a 6'9" or a 6'10", it is going to be extremely hard for them to stop you with the slashing takeover, Hall of Fame Masher, Fast Twitch. It's a very, very lethal combination. So what I ended up doing, I went +1 to my finishing. I actually went +6 to my shooting, but I should have just done +5 because that's all I really needed. But I think I made a mistake there by accident, but regardless, an extra shooting badge doesn't hurt. But for sure, you should go minimum 5 on your shooting badges so you can get that silver catch and shoot. And then I've added 2 extra defensive badge points as well. But for the finishing setup, like I was talking about, Hall of Fame Fast Twitch, and like I just said, once I'm able to core this, I am going to put on Hall of Fame Masher. I got Bronze Aerial Wizard right now. Even without Bronze Posterizer, I'm still getting lots of contact dunks, alley-oops, all that fun stuff. I like that slithery finisher also, that will help you with getting to the rack. That Silver Limitless Takeoff. And you are 7'3", so even with the Silver Limitless Takeoff, you can take off from pretty far away. Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher, of course, at 7'3", slashing takeover. The stuff that you can finish is amazing, and I love using Acrobat as well too. Helps with spin, hop step, euros, cradles, reverses, chain shot attempts, double clutches. It's just kind of a nice and fun badge to have at 7'3" with slashing takeover. And for my shooting badges, of course, silver catch and shoot, and once I core this, I might go with Deadeye or Limitless Range. I don't really think you need corner specialist, to be honest. You're already money out of the corner, especially with catch and shoot. Or maybe we could put it on guard up and blinders, so if somebody fails to contest or somebody's on our hip, we're gonna green that thing, no problem. And I am rocking Hall of Fame Slippery off ball right now. This actually helps for cuts as well too. If you run to the rack and you got the other center on your hip, you kind of swim him a little bit so you can get position, and then you can box out and go for an offensive rebound. So even if you're an inside big, this badge will actually help you as well, and of course it will help you get open on the 3-point line as well. We're on Space Creator as well. You can even take take that off. I might be able to put that on the blinders later, but if you're going to shoot step backs or hop shots, anything like that, this badge is really, really nice. And of course, same thing with Agent 3s. If you want to drive and do hop steps out the corner or some crazy step backs, anything like that, it can be extremely fun. And in Takeover as well, you would get an 84 3-ball, so you can cook up and do some absolutely amazing things. And for the defensive badge setup, currently rocking gold anchor, and as you can see as well too, I do have the doubled up defensive core badge pattern. Now this was a level 39 reward from last season and a previous level 40 reward as well. So unfortunately, if you didn't hit those levels in either of those seasons, you won't have this option, but if you do, it's extremely nice as well. You could even try out the double finishing as well. Whatever you want to do, totally up to you, but I think the best thing to do with this build, because we don't have as many defensive badges as the Toxic Inside Masher original build, the doubled up defensive core badges definitely will be worth it. So gold anchor, bronze brick wall, gold pogo stick, and gold rebound chaser, all the basic badges that you need as a big man. And then I'm currently rocking gold chase down artist. I do not have bronze post lockdown on because it is only at the bronze level, and I thought that I could use the points elsewhere. Gold chase down artist, really nice though, especially in slashing takeover. You can get some nasty chase down block opportunities with this. Hall of Fame box out beast as well, so we can make sure we can box out our opponents, or if somebody's smaller, weaker than us, we can swim them, toss them out of the way, get some offensive rebounds, and just be a better rebounder overall. And for that reason as well, we are rocking gold workhorse as well to fight for those 50-50 balls off rebounds, steal tips, touched passes, anything like that. This badge is really, really nice and will help you get a few more rebounds here and there. So that's the badge setup that I've been rocking on this build so far. Once I do get Hall of Fame Fast Twitch cord, I'm going to put that onto Hall of Fame Masher, and this build is going to be absolutely OP. But up next, we do have a rec gameplay for you guys. 41 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists. So a very, very nice gameplay. Shows off a little bit of everything with this build, and we only get 1 turnover, and we go perfect from the 3-point line, 4 of 4. But enough of me talking about it, let's get right into it. So here we've got the 41 point, 17 rebound, 7 assist, 1 steal, 3 block gameplay on 18 of 26 shooting and 4 of 4 from 3-point land. And in this gameplay, we do get 7 assists with only 1 turnover. So it does kind of show off the 25 pass accuracy once again. It is usable. It does suck in the half court for sure, but the R1L1's full court outlet passes, they seem to work pretty well. But just some tips and tricks. I was talking about this earlier as well, but maybe wait until you get like a half a takeover meter bar, or in takeover, you can throw an R1L1. Like right there, I completed my R1L1. It wasn't necessarily a full court pass right there. That was maybe like a half court length of the pass, if you know what I'm saying. But regardless, wait until he gets a little bit of takeover, and the R1L1s are easily the fastest and best passes you can make. When you're in the half court, just like you're about to see right here, you have to make sure that he's wide open. See, nobody was picking that off. I had 2 defenders up on me. My teammate made a great cut, wide open, easy assist. And the Daryl Dawkins dunk package showing off once again. I would love a Daryl Dawkins replica build as well too. A Daryl Chocolate Thunder Dawkins replica build would be so fire. 6'11", I think he was 250 pounds around there, but just a monster, dunking on everybody, tearing down backboards. That's why the breakaway rim was invented too. I'd love to see a Bill Walton replica build, a Dirk Nowitzki replica build. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been a Dirk build yet, but the only thing is, J.R. Smith, he has the Swish replica build name, so I don't know what they would make Dirk, maybe German Jesus or something like that, but I don't know. It would be cool to see any of those replica builds. There's a few other ones that would be really cool as well, but for sure a Daryl Chocolate Thunder Dawkins one would be absolutely sick. And in this gameplay, we do shoot 4 of 4 from 3-point land, and the jump shot that I have been using is the exact same for any of the other 77 3-ball builds that I used. Mo Wagner base, Marquise Chris release 1, and Marvin Bagley III release 2. And put the blending all the way over as far as you can go towards Marquise Chris. I think it's like 66% or 67%, something like that. But that's what I've been rocking with the 77 3-ball. The 78 3-ball, I still use Marvin Bagley, but you can go a little bit further over to the Marquise Chris side. It just gives you a little bit better better ratings, jump shot ratings overall, like the A teammate grade ratings, if you know what I mean. But the 77 3-ball, we can only go so far. So that's the jumper that I've been using on this build. But this build has been extremely fun. After this, I will have a gameplay video of a 38-point performance, and I went absolutely crazy in it. So we do have 20 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds at half on 9 of 12 shooting and 2 for 2 from 3-point land. So a very, very solid first half from the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar build. A modern day Kareem. Now, obviously Kareem wasn't shooting threes back in the day, but if he played today, he might have that in his bag. But the main reason that I made him look like this, I mentioned it earlier, Kareem's skyhook animation is now in the game, so I wanted to try out some skyhooks, and it's a really interesting animation. It's a lot quicker of a release than you would think. Like normally you'd wait for the person to release the ball and then let go, or at the top of the peak or the apex of the shot. But this one, it's like when it gets to like his shoulder or halfway up his body, you can release the stick and you'll get a green. It's actually kind of crazy. It is a little bit hard to time. Joel Embiid post hook is way easier to time for sure, but it is cool being able to green some green skyhook Kareem shots. So it is really, really fun. I wanted to try it out as well too. But once again, doing work down low with that slashing takeover, Hall of Fame Fast Twitch, Hall of Fame Rise Up. And we don't have Hall of Fame Masher yet, but once I'm able to core Hall of Fame Fast Twitch, I'm absolutely going to put that on. Now, I haven't recorded the badge section of this. I actually recorded this video this morning and I got 15 minutes into it and I didn't even realize that I wasn't recording, so I had to re-record it. I didn't have time to finish the badge section portion of it, but I'm probably going to play on this build tonight as well. And I'm like probably 2 or 3 games away from getting Hall of Fame Fast Twitch cored. Then I could put on my Hall of Fame Masher, so that's going to be even more OP against smaller defenders. And then you can still stretch the floor, and that's a Hall of Fame Fast Twitch right there. That's what I mean. If you had gold Fast Twitch, silver Fast Twitch, you might have gotten blocked in that possession, to be honest, but just immediately goes up with it, gets the ball right out of his hands. It's super, super nice. And of course, we do have 3 blocks in this gameplay as well too, so we are showing off the interior defense. Even with the 74, we can still get it done, and that silver limitless takeoff coming in handy as well too, especially at 7'3". If you got slashing takeover, you can take off from pretty far away. It's really, really nice. And of course, dribbling up the court, trying to get myself a clip, and we get a nasty and one. That's why I love using the finishing moves takeover. It's really OP. You can get some crazy acrobatic finishes like that, nice and ones, and of course the 69 free throw, easily greenable. I use free throw 33. As soon as it gets to like the top of his forehead, you can release it. It's an easy green. And I have been shooting about 80 to 85% with that free throw 33, so it is very greenable, easy green, no problem at all. And that brings us to the end of the gameplay. 41, 17, 7, 1 and 3 on 18 of 26 shooting, 4 of 4 from 3-point land, and only 1 turnover. So showing off a little bit of everything, and I can't wait to drop the next gameplay video for you guys. It is absolutely insane. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.